I first heard that the team from Grow Home were making another game at Ubisoft, my curiosity was piqued. That it would then be a first-person shooter was even more interesting, but for it to also be online only and PC exclusive had me scratching my head. What were these developers at Ubisoft Reflections up in Newcastle doing? Was this a new play by Ubisoft for the esports market? Atomega is probably not the esports play that you had in mind, but it turns out to be something fascinatingly unique regardless. Set at the end of the universe as the last star still burning verges on tipping over into becoming a supernova, our highly evolved light and energy-based descendants play games to while away the last few minutes left until they meet their end. The goal is simple, to collect as much mass as possible while shooting laser beams at any of your rivals that you come across to stop them from doing the same. While that might sound like an apocalyptic take on Katamari Damacy, it is then given an intriguing evolutionary twist. All 8 players start the round as a simple little ball of light, with all of you racing down a corridor and trying to hit jump pads on the way to this huge arena ahead of you, which basks in the light of this exploding star. Your sole aim at this point is to pass through one of the many purple blocks strewn around the map, turning into a block with an eye, a little single-cell organism of sorts. Grab more blocks and you eventually evolve into approximation of a strange prehistoric sea creature, before growing again into a velociraptor, then a gorilla, and a few larger forms beyond this. It's an amusing twist on evolution from beings that have only grasped the loosest concept of what evolution actually is, almost on the level of Job Simulator's fantasy of what a working day entails. With each evolution, you grow in size, growing in power with more damaging lasers to shoot, but also losing some of your nimbleness until you're this hulking King Kong-like beast slowly stomping between the towers and the buildings of the arena. There's a really quite interesting shift in scale as you evolve, which Reflections have got absolutely right. That is largely down to the map design, which manages to cater to both the smallest single cell and the biggest beast. The smallest forms can easily squeeze down into little runways, many of which boost you along to help you rapidly pick up blocks of matter, and they can also use these to hide from the larger players, which can easily kill them with a single well-aimed shot. You'll quickly learn certain routes to race through that you think help you grab mass quickly, and you'll remember where the fountains are that often have piles of mass surrounding them, and so on. There's a delightful risk and reward to growing in size though. On the one hand, every block that you pick up is multiplied now so that your score grows more quickly, but then you present a much bigger and juicier target for rivals that are close to you in size. Should your health be depleted, all of your progress is lost and you return to being a little light ball, but you do have an escape of being able to teleport away, albeit by sacrificing some mass and dropping one level down the evolutionary food chain. Of course, the real aim is to reach the final evolutionary state, Omega form. In this form, there's no growing any further, and your insatiable appetite for more mass starts to overcome you. You have to constantly accrue more mass to maintain your state, with a huge multiplier that can easily propel you to the top of the leaderboard, but you can also be seen from practically every corner of the map. At this point, everything that you hit with your laser, from simple blocks of mass to enemies, is used to feed you and keep you in the Omega form, but every shot that hits you then steals mass from you as well, accelerating the speed at which the meter drains until you fizzle out into nothingness and have to start over from being a ball once more. Helping you reach Omega form are the various abilities that you can pick up to boost your attack or help protect you. It's relatively self-explanatory, with a knockback effect on your attack helping you to stall someone's movements, making them a little bit more vulnerable, or you've got increased speed coming into use when you're trying to escape. There's a shield, health regeneration, and a semblance of the Omega's mass stealing ability. One of Atomega's strengths is that it's so concise and to the point. There's just the one map to learn and one mode to play, and that could be limiting to the game's appeal in the long run, but it does also help give the game an immediacy and an ease with which you can pick it up, play it, and get better. As with any online game these days, it will evolve over time as the team at Reflections see how the community play it, react, and what they want. Personally, I would be well up for a deathmatch mode where there's 50 odd players all as single blocks, but we'll see what Reflections have in store down the line. It's currently only coming out on PC today, and that's via Steam actually, which is unusual for Ubisoft, but I'd also hope to see that this makes the leap to consoles in the near future. Atomega might not be at the apex of the first-person shooter's evolutionary arc, but it does make for an inventive, fun and engaging offshoot that is well worth checking out. Thanks as ever for watching our video. If you could, then please do like, subscribe and share it with others. You can also check out the rest of our channel here on YouTube or come visit us over on TheSixthAxis.com, where we've got tons more written content on games of all sorts. Hopefully we will see you again soon. Goodbye!